Hey guys, FPS Bullet Drop back with another Rome 2 Total War multiplayer battle, and I'm playing as the Odrician Kingdom today, and my opponent is the Gatae, and so basically, I have 4 Falksmen. Let's see, I have 4 Falksmen, I believe 6 Thracian warriors that I beefed up with 3 chevrons apiece, and 2 Thracian nobles with 1 chevron apiece. I brought 8 of these Thracian horsemen, and let's see the other my opponent's army. I believe 2 spear warriors, 2 noble swords, 6 armored spears, 4 Daichi bowmen, and 3 noble horse. So he's a little bit more elite army than myself. But since I wanted to do a rush army and get to the backs of the enemies, I need a little bit more lower quality units to get more units than he has. I'd like to talk about the value of the Thracian horseman. It's basically like a beefed up legionary cav at the same cost, and I believe it's better than the citizen cav. It has a frenzy charge, and it's really valuable because you can get a spam of it almost. I brought 8 of them, and you can use the wrapping technique that I use in this fight very well with these Thracian horsemen. You can literally engage with one, wrap around, hidden in the back. So a noble horse may not be able to take on 2 of these Thracian horsemen, but they're at the same, if anything, they're cheaper than the noble horse. I end up eating a charge here, and I was microing over here trying to get into this little forest over here, and end up eating a charge here. He has a very threatening cavalry force over here. So, since I know I have the cavalry advantage over here, and he has nothing stopping me, I immediately go and try to push back the Daichi bowman with this Thracian horseman, and I do a wrapping technique, as you see what's going on now. Since his bowmen are being pushed back, I immediately rush up with my Falksmen, my Thracian warriors, and my Thracian nobles. The goal is to just wrap them. Wrap the army, take away the skirmishing advantage, and you'll have yourself an easy win. If you get to the backs of the enemies, especially against the spear units, it'll be easy as can be. I'd like to talk about the value of the Falksmen. These Falksmen, they're cheap units. You can use them as cannon fodder. They're good for head-on charges if you don't want your valuable units, like the Thracian warriors or the Thracian nobles, to take a head-on charge. Very good throwaway units, and they're easy to make cost-effective. So, like a head-on charge with this armored spear, you can use it like that. Perfect. See? Look what it just did to that armored spear. Almost wrecked it immediately. 40 kills off of it. So as you see, I'm trying to do this wrapping technique as I go around. Ends up creating a little bit of a blob here, but you see how he throws the units just into the crowd? He should have tried to taken it around, try to stop my Thracian nobles while they were running. Easily would have taken them out. Low armored units. I throw this Thracian noble back into the back of this noble horse, ends up wrecking it. I take this Thracian noble, I want to throw it into the pile, but I'm not going to do what my enemy did. I'm not going to throw it into the back of my own men. I'm going to bring it around and put it into the back of this noble horse. So I didn't do a good job with my horsemen of pushing back the Daichi bowmen. The Daichi bowmen, they're very good archers, and they absolutely wreck my men, because when I do get to the back of the men, they just shoot them in the back, and they get dropped. Like rocks in water, to tell you the truth. And they're hard to kill because they fight with spears. Very heavy unit, very good unit. Sorry, just had a cough right here. So I start eventually breaking this up. I start being able to punch gaps through it, the enemy, and I see that most of his infantry is gone. So it's just a matter of time before I get to his bowmen, silence all the threat that there is. I start getting this Thracian horseman free. I'm going to send it into these Daichi bowmen. I'll have a Thracian noble that racked up a few kills. put it into the pile of the infantry, get it back to the back of the armored spears. See, this is where I also made a mistake. I didn't spread these units out. I blobbed them up and put them into this armored spear. That's a no-no. Look at that. He's just absolutely wrecking this this unit. Let's see what it is. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I end up pushing this unit back. I sandwich these units with these 3 units right here. And at this point, it's just me wrapping him up, putting rear charges in, and his quality of his units aren't gonna be enough to beat me. In the sense that I have too many men against it. I'm just gonna wrap him up. Get a head-on view of this Thracian noble versus this noble sword. Absolutely tears it up. Absolutely gets 20 kills in like the first 5 seconds, and it did the same to my unit actually. Ripped it up. They both ripped each other up. I get rid of all the bowmen. I silence the main threat, and now I have to get rid of this noble sword. This will be just a matter of time. I think what my opponent did wrong was that he brought 3 noble horse. Should have brought more of a spam like I did with my Thracian horseman. Brought a little bit more, had a little bit more flexibility, so he can stop me a little bit better. Then he could have torn me up with his archers as much as he wanted to. I didn't do a very good job to begin with, to to beat him and silence his archers. Like, look, say 11 kills on this one, 20, 17. These are good numbers, but the ones I didn't get to in time, 129 kills, easily makes it very cost effective. And see, like, these noble horse, they didn't pay for themselves. These are like 1,000, 1,100 talent units, and they didn't do well enough. The one thing that I didn't do well was I didn't silence his noble swords as good as I could have. I didn't realize that they were that big of a threat, but they have higher armor, they're elite swords. They're going to rip through at least 2 or 3 falxmen like there's no issue. See, when I brought the spam like this, you can tell this was the one that got eaten up by probably this noble horse. Same thing with these guys. Since there's a spam, my goal isn't to have a killing power with these men. It's able to give my units like the Thracian warriors a good chance to get up there without getting shot. So, Odrician Kingdom, I definitely recommend it. Very fun faction. Use it as a rush army. Word of advice: use your terrain. Use throwaway units to push back the enemy. It all works. It's all good fun. And that's it, guys. This is FPS Bullet Drop with his second multiplayer battle commentary. And I hope you guys subscribe, like the video, and come back for some more. Bye, guys.